at you all the way from our dorm rooms to your conference rooms. Sabah and Dan team in here are two college students who are ready to talk to you guys about business and lifestyle from our personal experiences.
Each week we'll discuss about our lifestyle as college students as well as our tips and strategies starting in the business field. We'll bring on successful entrepreneurs in the millennial generation to share with us their journey and how they got started and where they're at now.
Our goal is to help you students, millennials, and entrepreneurs gain inspirational advice via our spontaneous conversations and meaningful guidance. Let's dive on in.
Welcome back, everyone. It's episode 9 of Dorm Rooms and Conference Rooms, and I'm here again with Sabah. Sabah, how you doing?
Doing great. What is up, Dan? Here today, it's so rainy and icy out.
Yeah, right. I want to say it's probably like 10 degrees outside, and we're just in 80-degree weather down in Florida, a week ago or so, and it was awesome.
I know.
Yeah, guys, and today we're actually going to be talking about our experience down in Florida and how we masterminded with our team and really how it changed our perspective on everything we were doing in business and how it could really jumpstart us even further just from a mastermind, a 3-day mastermind. That's all it was of our time, and it was worth hundreds of thousands of dollars at the end of the day because of how much this is going to impact our lives and impact our businesses. Sabo, really, touch base really quick on it, and we'll just keep expanding from there.
Yeah, for sure. So first, I want to start out in defining what a mastermind really is, because throughout those 3 days when we were down in Florida, I kept putting up on my Snapchat and my Instagram, Facebook, here down in Florida with my team masterminding, and people kept messaging me, asking me, what is like a mastermind? So a mastermind really allows you to share your thoughts within a group or a team of people that can help create strategies for you in executing, whether it's a plan or a business. And then for us, like an accelerator. So it really allows you to surround yourself by like-minded individuals. Like we were there for 3 days, and my mindset, it just completely was so different as if like versus if I was in Iowa, but I was down in Florida with these what was like 6 people?
There was like 6 or 7 of us. We'll count Brandon's girlfriend in there, so 7.
Yeah, 7 people of us, and the synergy throughout all of us, it was just so different, and that's something people can't experience if you're not in a mastermind.
Yeah, no, definitely. And within that, the whole time we worked, like I got off the plane at 10 o'clock, got to Brandon's apartment at like 10:30, and next thing I know, I saw the hounded me asking why our podcast wasn't up yet because iTunes didn't update our RSS feed right away. And, it was just something stupid like that. But we were working, right away, instantly, right off the bat on Wednesday. And we worked all the way through till Friday. Like, people ask me, they go, well, you're down in the middle of downtown Orlando. Did you go out? Did you go to the bars or anything like that? I was like, no, we worked the whole time. We had, I sat on my laptop doing work and everything like that. And people thought I'm crazy, but it's the craziest that, makes you a lot of money. And it's the craziest that makes you live the life you want to live at the end of the day. And it was just awesome. I mean, we talked about funnels and really how to work our businesses different and how we're gonna almost get people to work with us easier and more at a feasible rate. And basically right away we were Sabah and I were talking about our original accelerator package that was pretty expensive if you ask a college student, but we're able to now do something completely different with our accelerator. We're having a cheaper package where it's a Facebook community where we're adding value to you, where we have experts in there and things like that. And it's just, like one of our funnels and then, we can keep going with. And really, guys, if you want to learn anything about funnels, like they're really important for business. You can't just expect someone to buy, a $2,000 package without having you for a little bit for free or even for, a cheaper package at that. So you guys definitely need to start, learning about funnels and using funnels. I mean, that's just something we learned. Saba, what was like one of your biggest takeaways from Florida?
Yeah, one of my biggest takeaways, I think, is just the fact of getting up from Iowa, flying across the U.S. and actually going there. Because obviously, both of us were college students. We may not have a lot of money, but a lot of college students, they wouldn't take that opportunity to book a plane ticket and then fly across the U.S. only for a couple of days just to do a mastermind. But we did because we saw the value and opportunity of being there with our mastermind group. And it's not just, it did help us in a business aspect, but it also helped us in a personal and like self-nourishment aspect, because if you're constantly around like bad vibes or negative vibes, you'll become that. So we were there for 3 days around positive people, around positive influences, and that just like became us. Like I didn't even think about going out or doing something else because I just wanted to work because we were thinking about everything that we want to do for the upcoming year, for 5 years, 10 years. And it was just so great of working there with all of those people, like our team of 7, doing videos, taking pictures, just doing crazy things. Like we took pictures outside. The view was so beautiful by that pool area. It was just incredible.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, one of the biggest takeaways I had was just the experience, like the videos. Like not the biggest person to jump on video. I mean, Sabah will be the first one to tell you that. Like making me do a Facebook Live is like pulling my nails. It's not something that's like the biggest thing I'm about right now. Obviously, I understand the importance of it, but I really need to be more comfortable around a camera. But we did videos, and the videos that we were creating and making are going to be huge down the line for us to use in different marketing techniques or different sales processes. And it's just, doing that, the videos is like a big, one of the great experience. But another thing we did was we launched our podcast the day we got down there. And I think it was actually one of the best things we could have done was been around our team the day the podcast dropped, because then each of us were able to use each other to help promote the podcast. And they helped us greatly. Like they shared our podcast. They were able to make comments on it right away, give us reviews. And really, guys, I mean, they were just able to, just being around each other, help us out instantly. Was awesome. Like I loved going down to Florida, being around everyone, because like Sabah already said, the synergy was there, the energy was awesome. Like there was just when you put 5 people together, 5-7 people together, and you put us all in a room together with all like mind, like for all of our minds are alike, we're gonna come up with something great. We're gonna make the next $1 million move. We're gonna do something awesome that no one else has ever done before. Those are some of my great experiences that I took away from there.
Yeah, for sure. And like if you've never had the feeling or experience of feeling secure and like the sense of motivation, you need to, because it's so different. That's something that you can't experience if you're not in a mastermind group. And it doesn't matter what field you're in. Like obviously we're in business, entrepreneurship. But if you're in something else, find those people who have already done what you want to do and follow in their footsteps. Like a famous quote by Robert Kiyosaki: if you want to go somewhere, it is best to find someone who has already been there. And that's what we're doing. We're finding people who have already done those businesses, doing podcast shows, doing $1 million businesses. Like we're finding those people and learning from them, because that's what we want to do in college. We don't want to wait like 4 years, graduate, do that 9-to-5 job like everybody else wants to do. We want to do that now.
No, definitely. I mean, we even helped Brandon host the webinar. Like we were learning as we were going down there too. Like I knew nothing about the back end of a webinar, and now I can literally host one myself. If we decide to host a webinar, we can do it. We could put together the content for it. We could make it happen now just because we learned while we were down there. And even now, because I was down there, I talked to our web guy, Mike, and Mike hooked me up with some great videos on Facebook ads and, talking about Shopify stores. Like just being around a bunch of people like that was awesome. And then also personally, I'm in another mastermind out here in the Quad Cities. And we have a local mastermind that meets every Sunday for 2 hours. And I take a part in it because I know how we can all just help each other and grow and support each other. Definitely get into a mastermind group of any kind if you're not in one yet. Be in, a Facebook group mastermind and message a bunch of people and say, hey, let's hop on a Skype call every Friday or every Thursday. It doesn't really matter. You just get in that group of people and you can watch each other grow, just over a period of time. It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. And also if like you're working on a business or launching a product, it's really beneficial to get insight on it from other like-minded individuals. And you don't really realize something is wrong with it or even get another point of view if you don't have other people's advice. And the best way to do that is through a mastermind. Like everyone's there all together brainstorming about great ideas that you could do on your product or your business. And you can literally do it across the country. Just opt into like an online platform and just hold a mastermind meeting. Like people think it's hard, but it's really not that hard to do.
Yeah, the only thing you really need for a mastermind is have some sort of structure too, because I heard where masterminds go wrong is you have all these people who get really close together and they just start, talking about their, life and, family and things like that. You guys really, if you want to get a mastermind together, you need to have structure to it. Have an allotment of times where you want to talk about things. If you want to host an hour mastermind, give everyone, 2 minutes right in the beginning to talk about what they're going on, and that's all they get. Hold them to that 2 minutes. And, just even if you aren't in a mastermind, don't want to get in a mastermind, you guys have to read read a great book. That's something you could definitely learn. If you're not learning from somebody else, or you could always learn from somebody else through a book. Sabah and I learned, from Napoleon Hill through Think and Grow Rich. I know Sabah right now is reading another book by Napoleon Hill, but right now I even have the Grant Cardone, the Millionaire booklet. And it's actually a really good book right now. It's a short little 42-page book, but it talks about how to become a millionaire and doing the millionaire math and all that. Like, you have to start reading as well. If you're not in a mastermind, read. Get, really just keep learning and grow. Grow with, in your business and grow as a person. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, definitely. The book I'm reading right now is by Napoleon Hill, Keys to Personal Achievement. It's literally a book that consists of small stories that Napoleon Hill was talking about from other people. It really gives you insight on other people and how they reach their successes by their other stories. And I personally really like the book. I just started when I was on a plane coming back from New York City, but I just love that book. You guys should definitely read it. And also, yeah, Think and Grow Rich. If you guys haven't read that book, you guys are missing out. That's like the number one thing that you guys have to read in college if you want to be successful.
Yeah, no, or even How to Win Friends and Influence Others by Dale Carnegie. Another great book as well. It talks about, the main thing I took away from that was, don't fight over the stupid things at the end of the day. Just, accept if someone's going to have an argument about something that doesn't matter, just accept, the loss in the argument and just keep the friendship at the end of the day. Don't get caught up over who's right, who's wrong, because it really doesn't matter if you're trying to, influence somebody or, win them over as a friend and have them on your side. It doesn't matter about those little petty arguments that people have. But, right now, for masterminding, though, staying on that subject, even look into your local, different clubs in your school that you guys are at. Look into your clubs. That could even turn into a mastermind group in itself. If you go to a marketing club meeting or something like that, you could even view that as a mastermind instead, because you guys will be bouncing ideas off each other and talking about great subjects in there, I go to my marketing club meetings as well, and honestly, that might as well be another mastermind that I have. I might as well be a part of 3 or 4 masterminds here. But
no, for sure. And if you guys don't have one in your college or university, create one. It's not that hard. Gather 5 to 10 different people and be like, hey, I want to hold a mastermind. We can talk about anything and whatever you guys really want to talk about. Narrow it into a specific subject and then invite other people to it. And then soon enough, you can create your own club or something in your college or university. So do it that way. It's really a great way to meet other people, also to network and find those like-minded individuals.
I don't know if you remember this, Abba, but I remember on the first week of Brandon T. Adams, his accelerator program, that was the first time I've ever been a part of a mastermind. So it was a group of 5 to 7 of us together in a Skype call. And it was just awesome. It made me more stoked. It was just crazy. We started talking about different things, and I was with people who were already making, had 6-figure businesses. And I was in the, little kid in college just trying to figure it out a couple months ago. And literally we had, people making 6 figures in my mastermind or more even. And we all got together. Brandon started asking questions, and people started talking about what they're doing and how they're growing, and the energy, the synergy of everything was just insane. And I remember posting in the group how excited I was. I jumped right just because of the mastermind. That's the reason I created a website. That's the reason I created a blog. That's the reason I got into podcasting with you. All these things just happened because of a mastermind. That's the reason I'm creating a Shopify store. It's the reason I'm going to learn Facebook ads. Everything is just because of a mastermind, because people putting their heads together.
And I also love it because when we were in that mastermind, we were in 2 different ones, Dan, but in mine, it was funny. People might think this is really dumb, but I was the dumbest person in my mastermind, and I really liked it because I could learn from everyone else who was already making $1 million in their businesses. And it's kind of like that quote, be the dumbest person in the room, because you can learn from all these different people. You don't want to be the best person in the room, because then you're not going to learn from anyone, because you already know everything, but not everyone knows everything about a certain subject. So that's what I really liked it, because I learned from all of these different people who are already in their 20s, 30s, but I'm still in college learning.
Yeah, no, I like that quote as well. I always remember people saying, if you're the smartest person at the table, get up and walk away, because you're not gonna learn anything. And really, guys, to tie everything back together, you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. And that quote's by Jim Rohn. Pretty much, guys, if you want to get into podcasting, hang out with 5 other podcasters. If you want to get into making $1 million, sellers, hang out with billionaires because you'll get to the millions faster. You know, guys, just really hang out with those people, because if you hang out with the wrong group of people, you will not be doing anything. I know too many kids in college who really just start to hang out with people getting D's and F's in school and really don't care about their schooling. And that's what they do as well. But as soon as you start hanging around A, B honor roll students, these start to make the honor roll as well, guys. It's really true. You are the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. And right now, we're hosting our accelerator program now, guys. Basically, in our program, it's going to be a group of 30 to 100 people, even more maybe, in this small community that we're going to grow together, that everyone's going to expand their businesses. And all the college students, if you even start from nothing, you're going to learn how to get a blog going. You're going to learn how to monetize a website, monetize a podcast, anything like that, guys. You're going to really learn, because we're going to put you there with experts, with people who know what they're doing. You're going to be getting, Sabah and I are going to be jumping on smile times with you guys to really get interviews going out there so you guys can learn from us directly. And Brandon T. Adams is going to be jumping on there. We're going to have Caleb Maddox and Kevin Harrington on as well. We're really going to get some major influencers in there, guys, so you can learn from them, so they could do special interviews for you. And you can find that at livetogrind.com/college. You can find Sabah at sabahali.com, and you can find myself at danieltima.com. Sabah, any last words?
Yeah, for sure. So going back to what I said before, if you have never had the feeling or experience of feeling secure and like a sense of motivation, you need to join a mastermind. Whether it is in your university, in your college, just go to these Facebook groups on Facebook and find a mastermind. It's so easy to find one. And if you can't, reach out to us. We'll create a mastermind, join ours, or create your own on campus or in college. Just do that. It's literally life-changing from the people that you connect with and the ideas that you can share and conform to. So that's all we have this week. But join us next week on Dorm Rooms to Conference Rooms.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Dorm Rooms Conference Rooms Podcast. Remember to subscribe. If you haven't joined our accelerator program yet, you can join at livetogrind.com/college. Seats are limited, so join today.